Welcome back, this is Nathan with Rebuild the Block, and today we're going to discuss mistakes, specifically mistakes that happen during the construction process and how to navigate those with our trade partners. So in our original design intent, ultimately this whole pool deck was going to be a poured acid wash concrete finish. But we had some difficulties and some challenges that came across, and ultimately it was decided that we would change it to a marble paver. So when selecting an alternative paver option, we wanted to go with a large format paver that would give us the least amount of seams and allow us to be able to achieve the desired outcome that was in the original design intent. And to do that, we realized that we had almost a perfect setup to be able to do a stack pattern from our covered patio all the way out to the sun deck behind the spa. When selecting an alternative option that would keep us relatively within design intent, we selected a gray marble paver from Mexico to create the overall stack look that we wanted and minimize the amount of labor associated. We realized that we were 2 inches short as it relates to spacing and the overall width of this specific outdoor patio. To accomplish this task, we thought the easiest way to be able to approach this was to cut 1 inch out of 2 sections of pavers that abutted the coping. This would provide for more consistency, and most likely it would avoid even noticing that those cuts took place in the first place. So we immediately got to work to be able to share this design intent during our pre-con construction meeting with our landscape on-site manager that had been assigned to the project. We thought that we had a perfect solution. We had discussed this solution with multiple people on site, but when it came down to the day of installation, ultimately those notes and the discussion about this specific detail wasn't passed down to the installation crew. Ultimately, what ended up happening was we ended up having 2.5 inches cut out of one singular row of pavers, which ruined the consistency of the pattern that we were trying to establish within the layout of this back patio. While we do everything that we can to create checks and balances that allow our projects to go smoothly, sometimes, as is the case with construction, things can go awry. And this is why it's so important to be able to have trade partners and good relationships with those trades, so you can be able to discuss and talk about what happened and how we can be able to get it resolved. In doing so, we quickly stopped all progress and reached out to our main contact to be able to discuss what we would have to do to remedy this issue that had occurred. In doing so, we were able to come to the conclusion that we would ultimately have to rip out the singular row of pavers and then have to reinstall essentially the whole patio. In this particular example, I would say that it's more of a worst case scenario, but because of the relationship that had been established with our trade partner, we were able to work through crediting the damaged pavers that would have to be replaced and ultimately being able to take care of the reinstallation as necessary in the coming weeks. Ultimately, coming to a resolution is key in this industry. There's things that come up that are outside of our control. We can't be there every second watching every single minute detail be completed on site. With the army of people that are involved with building a custom home, while we try our best, this isn't the first time and it won't be the last time that we have to deal with issues like this. The key to success is compiling a good team and being able to work through these issues as they come to be able to get the best and most desirable outcome on any given project. And that's what we strive for at Rebuild the Block, regardless of what happens on any given site. For this reason, that supervision is so crucial on site, and to be able to work with a contractor that you trust that's going to be an advocate for you throughout the building process. If you'd like more information about our build process, please reach out via our website. But in the meantime, please click below to subscribe and follow us on our social media channels.